Howdy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will kick it away first. And he's going to run it back. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got it past the marker. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that...
He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking to throw it again. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Green Wave! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And here comes the offense on second down. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Snags it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He caught it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Rebels!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Going for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Feeling some heat. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in an easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And this This is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Going up top on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Hey, get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
He's tackled at the 12-yard line. And 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied at 7.
1st down to start the drive after the break. Defense might bring the house here. Dances away from the heat. And the defense gets him out of bounds at the 3, and they're set up.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense...
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Touchdown, Tulane. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
Tulane, number 91.
Lining up for the PAT.
The kicker is on
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 21 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ole Miss! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the ball is free.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Second down coming up.
Reload. Terrier. Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Corner's going to give them room. Throwing right. Hauls it in. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he could not get loose on the run. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get under 200 in the game, more or less in the first half.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Steps away to find some room. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big-time. Big-time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28, Ole Miss, 21.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys
fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Got it.
Looking for a productive play on first down.
Razor. Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've been running it, but now the pass.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easy.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Steps away. Looking to the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got an open man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the Hands team is able to fall on it.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. We've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He caught it. Touchdown! Second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Troy. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He wants to throw. He's got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Offense getting set for first down.
And he's been accurate throwing the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's looking to throw it. Now adjusting. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Rebels in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Using the quick game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Quarterback will audible. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Get set.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Ole Miss! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect...
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion.
Check.
They'll go to the ground. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
29 Philly.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Motion from the offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. looking to throw on second down. Got his man on the outside. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Third down coming up.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ole Miss 42, Tulane 35.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. No huddle here for the offense. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
He's going to pass. Working on the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Tulane. And once he got loose, it was all over. Ready to try the point after. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other.
Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Quarterback checking off. Fast motion from the offense. On third down, going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Number 21.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Here comes the offense on second down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He's got his man.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find the rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Tulane right back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they got him for the sack. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Now the toss. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. They'll run it from the gun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He finds his man. Afterburner's coming.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves...
Touchdown, Green Wave! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing off.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. They're trying to get to it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the offense gets the ball back as time expires, and that sort of sums up the end of this one. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week to week.